That's again a thought, right?
Sorry.
So, how can we connect to our own self if we are so entangled in our body, if we are so entangled in our thoughts, that we do not even have control over our thoughts, right? And we talk about mind control, we talk about, peace. But how? Really how? We talk about religion. So we need to go one level deeper. We are aware of our body, we are aware of our thoughts, but we need to go one level deeper. We need to go really at that level of who is observing it, who is observing my thoughts within myself, who is that real Ali, or who is that real Kanchan, who is that real Hina, who is that real person, the real self, who is even observing those thoughts. Hey, these thoughts are going on in my mind. I have no control. It's like you're observing something. And this is what in reality, whatever you perceive outside, it's what's going within this whole human brain, this whole human mind. Whatever. If you are agitated, you'll feel like, oh, my entire day was just ruined. Like I couldn't accomplish anything. But if you are peaceful, you're like, oh, this day was such a beautiful day. So it's like whatever is going on in here, in this body, basically, is whatever is manifesting outside. And this is what even religion. Why there are man-made things? Because first we thought about it. Oh no, doing a ritualistic practice, practicing that is a religion. And then we were like, no, that's only a religion. And we, in that, following that particular curriculum of whatever was said, we forgot the true essence. We forgot the reality. We are completely oblivious, completely ignorant of the true thing. Say, for example, there are so many things that are similar, exactly similar in all the scriptures. I give you this example about this divine self, about this real self. Starting from East, the very ancient scripture, Vedas, they say that realize the slumbering power within. Go deep within. Get connect to that real self within. Gurdjieff, a German philosopher, he says very beautifully, know thyself. Plato, in his book Republic, he has demonstrated a very good analogy. He says, think of a chariot. There are horses. Or he says, think of a ship. He says, now the captain of the ship is drunk. And people who are saying to Captain, oh, go this way, that way, are not righteous people, are not good person. They want that ship to just, they don't want the ship to go towards the end. So what will happen? If everybody in the ship is drunk, and the captain is drunk too, who will guide it? Nobody, right? And if we think for a moment, this is what is going on here. In this ship, we have no control. Our mind is drunk, totally drunk. We have no control over our mind, no control over our thoughts. What is mind made up of? Mind is a flow of thoughts, right? We have no control over our thoughts. At least I do not. I cannot even control thinking, that I don't have to think for 20 seconds. And 20 seconds is not a hard time. It's not a huge time, right? 20 seconds is just 20 seconds. And I don't have even control. Since I do not have control over my thoughts, my body will follow. My mind says, oh no, I am craving for eating the chocolate. And then I would try to curb it, but then I would go and buy it because I do not have that control, that self-control. Right? Everything in this ship is drunk. Organs, we just follow our mind. And so Plato says that if we want the ship to go to a particular direction, what we need to do? We need that captain to be awake. And who is the captain of this ship? The the real self, the spirit that is dwelling within, about which Gurdjieff says, know thyself. If you know yourself, then everything else will be crystal clear. You will get that direction. But if you do not know yourself, everything is like, it's like dark. You do not know where to go. And this is what even Lao Tzu says. He says, if you want to awaken all of humanity, if you want to awaken everything, everybody here, you have to awaken all of yourself first. If you want to eliminate suffering from this world, you have to eliminate everything that is dark and negative here first. In this thing first, in this human mind first. So we have to awaken all of ourselves. And what does awakening all of ourselves means? That awakening at all three levels. We are awakened, very much awakened at our bodily level, and to go more into that awakening of our body or in our mind level, we do yoga, right? Yoga means that you come to your center. You come, you connect, you reconnect to your center. Like there are so many yoga postures, so many yoga exercises, yogic exercises, pranayamic breathing exercises that will make your mind, that will make your body calm. But then there is a deeper thing in yoga, which is to reconnect with your own self. And this is what religion is. And if we know our own self, then we know, hey, this is what we are practicing. The reason is why we'll understand it. Because right now we just blindly follow. And if a blind person follow another blind person, both will fall in a ditch, right? So every scripture, every religion is actually pointing to one thing, that know your own self. Realize your own self. And in fact, there is this very, very renowned mystic. There was a very, very renowned mystic, an Eastern mystic, Swami Vivekananda. He gave a very beautiful analogy, or he created a very beautiful imagination. He said, once there was this lioness. She was looking for a prey, and she was pregnant. So as she was searching for her prey, she saw a flock of sheep going. So she jumped onto her prey. But in jumping onto her prey, she gave a birth to a cub, and she died on the spot. And that little cub, he was just imagining that story, and it's such a deeper story. Just try to imagine. And that little cub, he was brought up in the flock of a sheep, and he started eating grass. He started even bleeding like sheep. And one day, he was just going in the flock. The little tiny cub is now grown up into a young lion. And now that young lion was going in a flock, and as other sheep are bleeding, he's bleeding too, and that young lion is eating grass. And this another lion, he was looking for a prey, and he saw this flock of sheep going, but then he was watching, okay, I'm gonna pray, who's gonna be my prey? And he watched this little young lion, and he got so confused. He said, what's this? Why this lion is going in this flock? And he observed closely, and he saw him eating grass. And he said, no, that's not right. Right? He is not supposed to eat grass. And he's bleeding. And then he thought, okay, maybe there's something wrong with this lion, with this young lion. And he jumped onto that lion, and he held him. And he said, you are a lion. Why are you going in that flock? And why are you eating grass? And why are you bleeding like a sheep? And he said, no, please don't eat me. Please don't eat me. He started bleeding again like a sheep. And he said, no, I'm not going to eat you. You are of my community, right? How can I eat you? And those sheep that you are going with, they are your prey. They are not your relatives. So as to say, I am a member of your own community. And he said, no, please don't eat me. Please don't eat me. And he said, the lion thought in his mind, no, he's not gonna listen to me like that. He's not gonna agree upon whatever I'm saying. So he took him to a lake, a nearby lake, and he said, see your reflection and see my reflection. And you have seen those sheets who look alike. And he said, no, I look so similar to you. See all my things, my color, everything, my traits, my personality looks so similar to you. And he was getting convinced now because he saw, right? Seeing is believing. He saw it. So he said, okay. And then the big lion said to the young lion, okay, now follow me. Now roar as I roar, as I make voice. You also start roaring. And in a minute later, he was roaring as grandly as he could. And this little analogy, I find it so beautiful because this is what Swami Vivekananda told about all of the humanity. Everybody. We are like sheep. We actually are lions, but lions means a self-realized person. But we have forgotten our true identity. We have forgotten who we are actually. And we think ourselves of just as a human consciousness, just as a human body, just as we are humans and everything that we do, how can we be so sure that we are not dreaming about this body? There is this poet, Rumi. He says very beautiful. He says that one day I dreamt that I was a butterfly. And now I'm confused whether I am a human being who dreamt that I was a butterfly or whether I am a butterfly and I'm dreaming that I'm a human. And it's so beautiful that why do we live around so sure that we are just body all the time and are completely oblivious of that inner self, of that real self, of that real light within us. And how do that young lion or that sheep lion came to know that no, I am a lion? When he saw his own reflection, right? Because when he saw, he couldn't deny it. So we need to see our own self. And this is what really religion is. And that's why Swami Vivekananda, he added further. He said, religion, I would just say in one word, religion is not a sect. Religion is not certain rules, certain regulations, certain practices. Religion is realization of your own self, is realization of the divine. So beautiful. And once you realize it, all the differences would go away. Would definitely go away. And the real proof is people in this organization. There are Christians, there are people who are Muslims, there are people who are Sikhs, Hindus, Persians, Chinese people who follow Lao Tzu, communists, all sorts of people, atheists, and now everybody